Calls for change tonight and more transparency following the release of shocking police video depicting the last painful moments of Tyre Nichols' life. He died 3 days following an encounter with Memphis police. Skylar Henry reports.
I didn't do anything.
Pain and protest over newly released videos showing Memphis police officers beating Tyre Nichols. The police chief told CBS's Jeff Pegues she questions the reason officers gave for pulling Nichols over in the first place, alleged reckless driving.
And it's very puzzling for me that I don't have the information that I need to at least understand what started this.
Today, G.A. Hardaway, who represents Memphis in the Tennessee legislature, is demanding more transparency from the police chief about the so-called Scorpion police unit the officers were a part of.
Who decided that we needed a Scorpion unit with that kind of leeway, with just a wild, wild west attitude?
The police chief says the Scorpion unit had 3 teams of about a few dozen street officers who targeted violent offenders in high crime areas. Today, the Memphis Police Department announced it's now deactivated the unit. Memphis police say other officers are also under investigation. 2 Shelby County deputies have been relieved of duty without pay while their conduct is investigated. And Memphis Fire Department has done the same with 2 of its employees. Nichols' family says anyone on scene that night should be charged with something.
But there were other officers that you saw, and they did nothing to help.
Exactly.
Do you want those officers to be charged as well?
Yes, I do. You saw them all walking around while my son was on the ground. You know, that's a dereliction of duty. Nichols,
a 29-year-old father and FedEx worker, died in the hospital 3 days after the violent beating. The release of the video brought hundreds of Memphis protesters out to streets Friday night. Many marched to I-55 and for hours blocked the bridge connecting Memphis to Arkansas. Protesters were out again today.
I care about the city, and I care about the people here. And something like this should never happen to anybody again.
Now, some Tennessee lawmakers say they're looking at new legislation which would require more mental health evaluations for officers. That bill could be proposed as early as next week. Elise Preston, CBS News, Memphis, Tennessee.